Good morning. My name is Ayesha Nafisa, and I am presenting as an HR advisor for H&M Group. Today, I will be presenting a proposed led ESG initiative focused on strengthening human rights across H&M's global supply chain, titled as the Supplier Human Rights Accountability and Fair Wage Program. To begin, it's important to understand why this issue requires immediate action plan. First, the regulatory landscape has fundamentally changed the European Union's corporate sustainability. Due diligence now legally requires companies to monitor and report on human rights across their supply chains. This means ESG is no longer optional. It is a compliance requirement with real financial consequences. Second, the industry itself is shifting. Leading companies like Inditex and Patagonia are moving beyond basic codes of conduct and implementing strict supplier accountability systems and third-party verification. Finally, H&M faces unique exposures. As a fast fashion leader, our reliance on high volume production is developing. Countries increase the risk of labor violations, wage gaps, and supply chain disruptions. So the key issue is not whether we have policies, but whether we can enforce them consistently and measurably. Our HR-led solution. To address this, I am proposing a supply human rights accountability and fair wage program. This is a combined policy, program, and process initiative designed to turn H&M's existing commitments into measurable outcomes. The objective is to improve labor conditions and ensure fair wage across our global supply network. The initiative operates across both internal and external stakeholders. Internally, it involves HR sourcing and sustainability teams. Externally, it impacts global garments workers and Tier 1 suppliers. What makes this initiative as an HR role? HR will lead training, implement secure grievance systems, and integrate ethical decision making into procurement process. This moves H&M beyond passive auditing towards active labor and workforce management. Why this matters to our stakeholders? This initiative directly aligns with our most critical stakeholders. For garments workers, it ensures wages, safe working conditions, and access to grievance systems. For suppliers, particularly in Bangladesh and Vietnam, it provides clear standards and structured support to meet compliance expectations. And for investors and NGOs, it strengthens transparency and ESG credibility, reducing reputational risk. Overall, this initiative ensures stakeholders' expectations are not just acknowledgement, but integrated into H&M's business strategy. The business case benefits. The business case benefits. The strongest case for initiative is its business value. For an HR perspective, it strengthens H&M's employer brand, improves employee engagement, and support talent attraction and retention, especially among value-driven employees. From an ESG perspective, it improves our social performance, enhances transparency, and aligns with increasing regulatory expectations. From a business standpoint, it reduces reputational risk, improves supply chain stability, and protects H&M brand credibility in a higher scrutinized market. Ultimately, it is not just a sustainability initiative, it's a strategic investment in a long-term growth and risk management. The business case, cost and risk. Of course, this initiative will cost and risk. It has cost and risk. Implementation will require investments in training, supplier audits, and monitoring investments. There may also be increased supplier cost and resistance in key sourcing markets. However, the risk of not acting are significantly greater. This includes reputational damage, regulatory penalties, and potential supply chain disruptions. To mitigate this risk, we propose a phased rollout, starting with high-risk suppliers combined with incentives such as preferred supplier status and HR-led training support. Implementation roadmap. These initiatives will be implemented through a phased approach starting immediate upon approval. In phase one, we focus on planning, defining wage benchmarks, training HR and procurement team, and identifying high-risk suppliers. In phase two, we pilot the program in Bangladesh and Vietnam, where impact and risk are highest. In phase three, we scale the program globally and integrate KPIs into supplier evolution. We will track this progress using key metrics such as supplier compliance rates, worker compliance resolves, and training completions. Sustainability impact and reporting. This initiative delivers measurable ESG outcomes. We will track improvements in labor conditions, wage transparency, and grievance system effectiveness with clear KPIs. It aligns with global frameworks such as SDG 8, SDG 12, and ISQ 26000 principles. Importantly, the board will receive quarterly ESG updates along with annual sustainability reporting aligned with European requirements. Now, today I am asking the board to approve three things. First, the launch of 2026 pilot program in Bangladesh and Vietnam. Second, allocating of HR, procurement, and sustainability resources. Third, initial funding and training and monitoring systems. If approved, we will begin immediately in Q1 2026. Within the first 30 days, we will finalize KPIs, identify pilot suppliers, launch training, and implement monitoring systems. This positions H&M to lead in ethical and sustainable fashion while reducing long-term risk. Now, last but not the least, thank you for your time and consideration. I'm happy to answer any question you have. This is my name and my email. If you have any questions, you can email me, or if you have any other plans, you can just email me, and thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.